Welcome to the MSDW podcast. I'm Jason Gumpert, editor at MS Dynamics World. On this special episode, we are previewing Community Summit 2024 with Patrick Doolin, CEO of Integrity Data. Patrick gives us an update on his team and their plans at Community Summit, where they will be at booth 1701. This episode is sponsored by Integrity Data, and as a veteran of the Dynamics community, Patrick offers advice on some of the key themes and details attendees should pay attention to as they experience the event. All right, well, Patrick Doolin, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Jason. Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and about Integrity Data?
Sure. Patrick Doolin with Integrity Data founded the company in 1996 with the intent of helping Microsoft Dynamics customers improve their solutions with customizations and different things that the software didn't do out of the box. So we honed in on payroll and human resources as a focus area for Dynamics customers and have been offering that in the GP space since 1996, as I said, and launched into the Business Central space in 2019. So that's our core focus now, is payroll and human resources for Microsoft Dynamics customers.
All right, excellent. And this conversation really centers around the upcoming Summit North America, or I should say Community Summit North America 2024 event, where I know Integrity Data will be. What else should people know about the Integrity Data team as they plan to arrive at the event?
Well, our team's excited to be there. This is our opportunity to meet with customers face-to-face, partners as well, but being a customer-focused event, we really enjoy that opportunity to meet the people in person that we talk with routinely. So we always encourage our customers to seek us out, find us, introduce yourself, put the face with the name if we haven't had that opportunity yet. But in today's society, we're working so much on Teams and video calls that we know what people look like from, the neck up, so to speak. But it's always great to just connect, have casual conversations. So our team will be looking for them, and we want them to kind of seek us out as well.
All right, great. Well, what kind of conversations are you most interested to have with attendees at Community Summit?
Well, I believe this summit, there's going to be a lot of conversation around those customers that are migrating from a GP or SL environment to a Business Central environment. That seems to be the common thread in those conversations from the customers using the legacy solution. So our hope is to be able to have those conversations with customers to remove any fear or uncertainty or doubt that they have in migrating. But also, the conversations are focused on where is the customer, what are you currently, what's going well, what are you struggling with? If there's a particular area of your business that is changed, that you need to find ways to address, bring in new efficiencies. It's great just to sit down, have a casual conversation about that, and hear from them firsthand some of the things that they're working on, and find out if and how we can help them do it better.
And just one follow-up. I mean, one thing I know the Integrity Data team has written about recently, and one thing that we're certainly hearing a lot from Microsoft about, is what role AI-based tools will play. Do you expect to hear much about that topic from customers coming into this event?
Yeah, I believe there's a curiosity of customers around how they can leverage AI, how it can be used to help them improve their functions on a daily basis. But I also know that there's probably a heavier push for AI than what a lot of customers are ready for. They're still trying to, in many cases, wrap their heads around it. We have initiatives around AI within our solutions to help employees get answers to questions as a resource center and things like that, using companies' HR policies and handbooks to train the AI. But those are things that we know customers are interested in. So far, we're finding that there's interest, but they're not necessarily actively pursuing just yet. So I think they're still kind of wrapping their minds around how it can be used. And still there's some generalized, I guess, concern over what AI is going to do. So, but I do believe there will be a fair amount of conversations around that. We know Microsoft will talk a lot about it at this event. It really is some powerful tools and functionality for customers. But again, I just think they're still trying to piece together exactly how they will leverage it.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of really tough questions around, especially where it comes to sensitive data for HR, for payroll, but also that opportunity that seems, it's because it does seem like one of those areas is sort of a good candidate in certain ways for some of these generative capabilities. So yeah, maybe a good one to check back with you on and learn more about at the event or after the event.
Yeah, my prediction will be that with AI, customers will begin to really embrace and adopt it more consistently once we get to the place where they can provide natural voice conversation instructions for the UI. So things like that our team's looking at, if they're trying to look up something or trying to process something inside of payroll, for example, void and reissue check number whatever for this employee, so that the system can then take those actions for them rather than them having to work through the steps. So that natural voice interaction of the UI, I think, is going to be where we really start to see adoption take place. So our team's looking into some of that functionality as well, but it'll be fun to see it develop.
Well, any other advice for attendees on what to pay attention to at the event from Microsoft or from the broader community that will be there?
My advice to new customers attending is always to pace yourself. There is so much to learn. You really need to view this as an opportunity to understand the direction that the Microsoft, the products in the industry are going. There's sometimes a natural tendency is to think that you have to act on all of this stuff that you're hearing about as soon as you get back. And the reality of it is that a lot of this information as it's coming out, it's intended to educate you so that you can start to kind of guide and pivot your organization into that direction versus it being immediately adoptable. Some of it is, and if you're ready for that, that's fantastic. But over the years of attending these events, we've seen customers that have come in, their heads are full of all this new information, new technology. They get back, they have to go back to their day job and do what they've been doing. How do they implement what they've learned into their daily routine? And that's a process. It's not an event. It just takes a little while. The Microsoft partners and ISVs that are out there, their purpose for existing is to help these customers implement the new technologies and functionalities. So learn, apply where you can, and pace yourself with the amount of information that you're consuming. It's a tremendous event to learn and expand your perspective, where often customers are able to see how other organizations, how other industries are doing things, and find what components of that they believe will work for their organization to be able to take back.
All right, very good. Well, I look forward to seeing you and the Integrity Data team at the event. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Well, thanks for having me. We look forward to seeing you as well.
This has been another episode of the MSTW podcast. My thanks to Patrick Doolin of Integrity Data for helping us to preview Community Summit 2024. You can find Integrity Data at booth 1701, right next to the AI Sketchbots and Mosaic Wall attraction. For more information, check out the show notes, where we will include a recent Integrity Data blog post on AI and HR, as well as information on their solutions for Dynamics GP and Business Central. Until next time, this is MS Dynamics World, signing off.